Dear students, so far we have discussing the chemical property of acids. In the same concept, let us proceed further. Today we are going to study how acids react with metallic oxides. See, metallic oxide, copper oxide we have taken, it reacts with acid to produce CuCl2, that means copper chloride. Then water is produced. See, this is a salt, water, acid. So when acid is react with metallic oxide, salt and water are produced. But similar product can be obtained when acid react with a base also. So in the previous class we have studied when acid reacts with base, salt and water are produced. So the similar product is obtained, similar products are obtained when acid reacts with a base. So we say metallic oxide acts as a base. That means metallic oxides are basic in nature. So this is with the help of this knowledge we can answer now. How do you say metallic oxide are basic in basic oxides? So now we have the answer with us. Since metallic oxide react with acid to give salt and water, it is similar to the reaction of the base with water. So metallic oxides are said to be basic in nature. Then non-metallic oxides are acidic oxide. So now let us study the reaction which we have very familiar with us. See, this is very familiar reaction. What is that? Calcium hydroxide, that means lime water, reacts with carbon dioxide. Calcium carbonate and water are produced. So this is lime water test, is it not? To test carbon dioxide we are using lime water. So calcium carbonate is produced, so the color of the solution turns milky. But here carbon dioxide is non-metallic oxide because carbon is a non-metal. Carbon dioxide is non-metallic oxide. When non-metallic oxide react with a base, salt and water are produced. This is somewhat similar to the reaction of acid with base. That is called neutralization. So this is the same products are produced in neutralization reaction. So here base is taken, instead of acid we have taken carbon dioxide, but the result is same. So we say non-metallic oxides act as acidic oxide. They are acidic in nature. So with this example it is clear. So since non-metallic oxide with base, when non-metallic oxide react with a base, they produce salt and water, which is similar to the reaction of acid with base. So non-metallic oxide are said to be acidic oxides. Okay. Now you can answer the following question with the knowledge what you have gained so far. Why should curd and sour substances are not kept in the brass vessel or copper vessel? So it's easy now because they react. This curd, it is sour in taste, and sour substances they contain acid. When acid react with metals like copper and brass, some chemical compounds are produced. They are harmful products, so they may cause us some problems in our body. So we should not store any sour substances in the metallic vessels. Okay. Now let us go to the next question. I hope we can answer this question very easily. Why sour substances are effective to clean the vessels? For cleaning vessels, we are using metal vessels, we are using lemon juice or tamarind juice because they are acidic in nature. So they react with the oxides of metals and dissolve them in and they produce salt and water. Thus copper vessels or other metal vessels become cleaned when apply source substances over them. This is another reaction. So we have already familiar with this. So with this activity we can show electricity that is that can pass through acidic solution. For this experiment we have to take different substances in an electrolytic cell. This is the electrolytic cell. First let us say take water, then take some acids, then take glucose or sucrose solution and alcohol and pass electricity through it. Let us study what are the solutions they can conduct electricity through them. So for this we need solutions of glucose, alcohol, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, etc. So as shown in the picture, fix two iron nails or some metal nails to cork and place the cork in the beaker and connect the nails to the two terminal of the batteries there are bulb, switches and other what is called devices of the electric circuit are there, so that you have seen in the picture. Now pour some dilute hydrochloric acid into the beaker and switch on. You generally see the bulb is glowing. Repeat the experiment with sulfuric acid, then also you can see the glowing of the bulb. But if you add glucose, alcohol solution into the electrolytic cell, then bulb not glowing in the experiment when you have taken glucose or alcohol. It shows that alcohol and glucose, they do not conduct electricity, but acids like hydrochloric acid and sulfuric acid conduct electricity. So with this experiment we can conclude that acid solution conduct electricity. Next, another chemical property we are going to study. Acids show their property only when they are in aqueous solution. So when acids are in dry condition, they do not show their acidic property. To know this, let us have an experiment, simple experiment. Take about 1 gram of common salt in a test tube. Common salt means sodium chloride. And take one dry test tube in a dry test tube and add few drops of concentrated sulfuric acid over the common salt. Now some gas is evolved. When sodium chloride and sulfuric acid added, hydrogen gas is produced, chlorine gas is produced in this experiment. So if you bring the dry litmus, blue litmus, near the mouth of the test tube, here the evolved gas is passed through the mouth of the test tube. If you bring dry blue litmus near the mouth, there is no change in the color of the litmus. It remains blue only. But in the second case, if you bring wet blue litmus near the test tube, as soon as the gas comes in contact with the wet litmus paper, the blue litmus changes to red color. That means here some gases produce. When those gas dissolve in the water that is present in the wet litmus, acid is produced. That acid makes blue litmus to red. So here it is clear that acids show its property only when it is in the aqueous solution. So generally we express H plus ion in the form of hydronium ion, H3O plus ion. Let us study why it is so. See, hydrogen ion cannot exist alone. It can be written, but it cannot exist in the nature in this form. Generally, it exists after the combination with water molecule. So, it reacts generally with water molecule. So, H3O plus we have to show. Why does the aqueous solution of an acid conduct electricity? This is another question. Just now we have conducted an experiment. Acids dissociate in the aqueous solution to produce ions. Those ions are responsible for carrying electricity. So, electricity can conduct when acids are in aqueous solution. Okay, thank you for listening the class.